If you have a problem and you can't make your grandma understand it or a 3 years kid understand it, then it's not simple.
Hey, you are watching a new episode of Conversations with Claudia, and you are in for such a treat today because my guest, Bianca Grip, is such an amazing businesswoman and human overall. So I'll introduce you to Bianca right after the intro. Bianca Grip is an online marketing expert very well known in the online industry due to her high performance achieved at the implementation of the largest e-com classified websites. She later founded Grip Ads, an advertising agency which focuses on helping online businesses generate revenue from online traffic. She is part of a multitude of national and international projects, but most definitely she takes a strong stand for women empowerment and passionate living. In 2019, Bianca spoke on Google stage about the latest digital trends, and you'll most definitely see Bianca speaking about leadership, discipline, focus, and of course, anything digital. Bianca, I am so honored that you are here with me today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for the invitation, and it's so good to be here with you and have a real chat as business ladies sharing true important insights.
Yes, this is truly amazing because we have been planning this for so long, with being apart on different continents. Finally, we're here, and I super love this. Thank you.
I think the audience should know that we have a friendship for so many years, and I think that's the number one criteria when people work together and collaborate, to have a good partnership and good relationship.
Definitely, this added to all those conversations that we have for hours on the phone. So definitely Bianca and I have a very long-term relationship based on personal experiences and based on business perspective. So I definitely love being your friend and your partner and
inspiration.
Yes,
thank
most
you.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bianca, so before we're going to jump in this conversation, I have a surprise. And I hope you do love surprises.
Yes, I'm a woman, so women love surprises. Thank you.
Amazing, yes. So I have a 21 surprise section. So basically, I have 21 questions, and I'm expecting from your side to have very fast answers. Okay. Of course, you can say pass, or I don't want to answer this one, or do whatever you feel.
Okay, let's shoot it.
Awesome, whenever you're ready. Okay, so first, how many hours of sleep did you get last night?
5.
Housewife or businesswoman?
Businesswoman, definitely.
Who's your biggest idol?
I don't have idols. Me?
Coffee or tea?
Coffee. 10 coffees a day.
What's your favorite sport?
Holiday.
All right, flats or high heels?
High heels, always.
Are you on Clubhouse?
Yes, definitely follow me on Clubhouse.
All right. Tell me the name of a woman who's blowing your mind right now.
Well, I love Oprah. I find her super inspiring and amazing. She's doing such an amazing job.
I do share that. All right. What's the best place that you have ever visited?
Bali.
Bali. Do you see yourself in politics?
Not really. No.
Okay. What's one challenging thing on your bucket list right now?
To grow my business international.
That's awesome. It fits perfectly with my next question. Would you go on Mars?
Yes, definitely. Maybe sailing on Mars would be a good idea, but...
Sailing on Mars. Let's see where that goes. Maybe we can call Elon Musk?
Yes, definitely. Please ask him to send me a message and we'll discuss the details in private.
This is amazing. How can you fit all these things? My next question is texting or calling? What do you prefer?
Well, if it's Elon Musk, I prefer to call me.
Video call in that case?
Yeah, I don't like that texting.
What is your beauty philosophy, Bianca?
Beauty should be balance, I think. Balance between natural and all the tips and tricks modern society gives us.
Amazing. If you could host an interview with anyone, alive or dead, who would that person be?
Oprah. It's the same. It's Oprah.
The same.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
You're very loyal.
I really love her, and I love her work, and I love her expertise in meeting so many people from so many areas. I think she's amazing.
She definitely is, and she started young. It's a very inspirational story indeed. Spontaneous or prepared?
Always spontaneous. Even though I tend to prepare a lot, it's always spontaneous.
It's always spontaneous. All right, we're very close to the end. Complete the sentence for me. The future looks like...
Amazing.
The future looks like amazing.
Amazing.
Beautiful. What advice would you give to your 16-year-old self?
Oh, please turn back time, but keep the mind and give me back the body. Oh, I'm very proud of what happened in this area, in this period, but I think to be more realistic and not that naive, and believe that everyone is good and has the best intentions for you. I think I should be a little bit more grounded.
Wow.
Definitely.
Beautiful. And we have arrived to the 21st questions, which is the last one. So, if you would have a superpower, what would it be? And how would you use it?
I would have magic powder. I really love magic powder, and I play a lot with magic powder with my daughter. Yes.
Magic powder for everyone!
Yes. And I would use the magic powder all day long.
To achieve what?
Everything, even in business, even in private life, it would be amazing to have a magic powder and be beautiful instantly.
If it would be just that easy, all these years of work, right?
Yes, or maybe when you want to read a book, just put some magic powder and you get all the info you need.
That's a good thing. So I would like to stop right there. So thank you so much. This is wonderful. It's a perfect opportunity for my audience to get to know you a little bit better before we jump into the conversation. And I'm very curious to know, because you have been mentioned in quite a few books before, but yet you have not published a book yourself. Is that something you're thinking about?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I think it's almost 3 years now since I'm thinking about writing that book. Mm-hmm. I cannot focus if it's on business life or if it's on personal experiences and the growth of a woman, including business. So I don't kind of know the real path until now. But okay. I think maybe this year would be a proper year to start writing, and I definitely want to write.
You have started very young. You left your hometown when you were 18 to go to study in the university. So I would want if you could share a little bit with us where you started and what pushed you to take the decision to leave hometown and go to pursue this dream that you had. Maybe I don't even know if it was a dream. Was it?
Basically, I'm a simple girl from a normal family, regular family, and I never felt properly in my hometown. I never felt I belonged there, so right. I always dreamed for more. So I decided to go to study in Bucharest, and I went to study economics. So I started searching for opportunities.
Right.
And I think it's amazing for if there are any parents watching us right now, don't keep your kids in too much comfort, because they will get used to that comfort and stop working for their life. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, when I ended up in Bucharest, I started searching for opportunities and career opportunities, let's say.
So all this time you've been looking for these career opportunities, and then have you found anything special?
Yeah, I was very talented in hairstyle, in all kind of basic jobs, let's say.
Wow!
And I had also the opportunity so my first job was as a waiter, and it was amazing because I was doing a lot of money and a lot of tips.
Wow!
So after 2 weeks of working with a lot of money, I decided to stop and quit. Because
after 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, all right. So Bianca waited table for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks in Bucharest. It was very fun, but I decided that I want a career, and I have an intelligence, and I have some qualities that I should invest time in developing my professional life. So I realized that at 18, 19, that girl, you have to build a career. If you want to do something in life, don't do hairstyle or nails or whatever. So I'm saying this because maybe a lot of the girls tend to make easy money out of basic jobs, and I think when you are young, you should focus on feeding your mind and building a career and developing yourself, both personal development and professional development.
Most definitely. What I actually think is that in the educational system nowadays, we don't have a lot of access, right, to this information that, hey, you can do a little bit more. So I think my next question is, are you actually coming from entrepreneurial background? Did you see this model in your life? I don't know, maybe your parents are, right?
No. My parents come from military background.
Wow.
So that's basically one of the things that helped me a lot in life. I hated discipline, but I had to follow the rules, and discipline helped me a lot through business years. So if there's any advice for someone who wants to start a business, number one is discipline. And but my family, they started at a moment to have a small business that was a total failure, so lost money. And I decided I wanted to do something related to business when I went to high school, and I'm an economist from high school. And I realized that I like the industry and doing business, and I understand the concept and everything, but I never thought that I could open and have my own business so young. So I started my company when I was 25. I was already a mother with a small baby, and I decided to start a business because I realized that if I don't do it, money would not fit for my entire family. So I didn't do it out of passion, out of inspiration, out of opportunities in the market or any inspirational quotes that
it was needed, it was required.
But it was needed. I realized I was a young mother. I've had several years working in the business area, and I realized that if I don't do it now, maybe I won't ever do it. And I guess this is a very important thing, because when you are young, you're a little bit foolish.
You take more risks.
Yes, and
as it comes.
And I started a business with the last small loan that I could have ever taken. So the last money that I could borrow from anyone, and that's how I started the business. And I had to pay the monthly rate from the beginning, so I didn't have any option left to maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. I didn't have mama's money or anyone's money in the game. It was my money, my last loan, with a kid at home, with a family, with a house, with cars, with bills to pay. So it was very huge responsibility for a 25 years girl, let's
being
say.
A mom.
I would say I was mature, but
now looking back,
I was totally immature and a risk taker. But if I would have to do it again, I would definitely do it.
I see. Well, I just discovered that in my case, risk taking is also a pro and a con. Like, I take risks, and it's beautiful that I take risks, but then I take risks a little bit too much, then, I actually almost, those situations when you can actually almost lose your life or lose a business, whatever. I know that in your situations, you took risks as well that made you lose almost 70-80% of your business.
Yes, definitely. When people are watching you, and you had such a nice presentation of my career, usually they see only the success, and they present only the success and not the failures.
Right.
Well, let's face it, we've all had failures.
Oh man.
Yeah. I remember when I didn't have money for new shoes or for food for the baby, yeah, because you need to pay other priorities. So it's not always milk and honey, and she started a business, and people usually think that, oh, she's beautiful, she's blonde, she has a nice car, she has a posh lifestyle. You watch me on Instagram, everybody's positive, everything is going perfect.
Right.
But trust me, it's not. It's just the fact that if you start presenting the failures also, people start judging and believing that, oh, she's depressive. No, I'm not depressive, but we all have good and bad, black and white,
Right.
Sunny days, rainy days.
I think nowadays it's a little bit more marketed, right? This way of being authentic and this way of sharing the challenges and all the hardship that we have along the way. So this is definitely beautiful that we can have these conversations, because having this conversation maybe 10 years ago would have been definitely not where we are right now. So I am very happy that I have people in my life that I can have these sort of conversations with, because I think that these conversations shape us and really makes us understand that the road is heavy and it's hard and it's bumpy and you have ups and downs. That success is not just I wake up one day and then this amazing thing happened to me. No, you have to work for it. And I'm very happy that you shared this, because we need to educate our audiences. It's okay, you will fail. You have to fail. You have to play the game. So you definitely have played, and when you play, most of the times you win.
I don't think it's about winning or losing. I think it's about the experience. It's about the road, yeah, and it's about enjoying. I was chatting with a friend last night, and she told me, you're in some difficult moments right now, and I don't feel you upset. And I've told her, you know, I've been through so many experiences in my life. I can no longer be upset because something is not working. I mean,
Right.
don't lose energy and don't waste energy on things that are not going. Tomorrow it's going to be a sunny day. We're going to wake up. We're going to find a way to get out of this. And as you said, it's not easy, and it's not easy when you face it as a woman, yeah? I take part in lots of business organizations. I network a lot with entrepreneurs, and I see a lot of difference in the responsibilities of a businesswoman and of a businessman. Yeah, the woman should also be taking care of the house, the kids, the education, whatever around the house.
Right.
While men don't have, I mean, in our country, in our culture, tend not to have so much responsibility on this area. So it's very complicated from my point of view. And also, if you're a single mom or you don't have somebody else to help you, at least to take the kid to school or something, it's pretty challenging, yeah. But as you see me, I'm alive, and I'm I kind of slept last night, so it's okay. You can do it.
5 hours of sleep. Sometimes can do it, but probably not for a very long time.
Well, I have to be honest that I'm not a big sleeper. I don't like to sleep a lot. So basically, I like to live my life. And as you said in the beginning, it's about passion and it's about what you want to do. So when you are passionate about your business, when you're passionate about seeing your friends, when you're passionate about your kid and your family, you don't feel that you need to sleep or to. For me, sleeping is a little bit of waste of time.
Yeah, I know, but our body needs it in order to, you know.
Yeah, but we live in a modern society, and you can recover from the day with all kind of methods, power naps, massage. You can find ways.
You can find ways to go around it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know that after you have left to Bucharest and between you became an entrepreneur, you had a moment in your life when you were managing teams or you were part of tech teams while you were a 20-year-old or 20-year young, beautiful young lady managing all these techy, geeky guys. I really want to know, because I'm extremely curious, how did that feel?
Well, it felt quite interesting. I've started with digital marketing since I was 19. So after the waiter experience, I decided to build a career, and the internet was at the beginning, and marketing and digital marketing. So that's kind of how my life started, with digital marketing, and I continued the trend. And as you said, I was about 22, I think, when I started the classifieds website in Romania, and I was the country manager with a team of tech guys.
Right.
And all the tech guys were looking at me like, what are you doing here? And of course, my expertise was not in tech. My expertise was in management. Management and marketing, yeah. And I had to find my way between them and to find my respect and to find my authority and to make them follow me. You know, leadership when you're 22, it's kind of difficult to do it when you're 22 and you're blonde and you're pretty.
Right. But did you actually have access to a lot of, I don't know, help? I mean, thinking about Romania 10, 15 years ago, there was not a lot of information about leadership. Now we have information all over the place and we can inform if we choose, but at least we have the access to information. But back in the time...
Well, I think leadership, I've learned leadership from my family, I guess, from the military system. And I think my mother, she's a great leader. So I guess I stole from some info from her. Because it was natural, it came from inside, and I was always in school the leader of the class, the leader of the project, the leader of the entire year. So basically that was my basic leadership skill, and I don't know, I think it came pretty natural. And studying in Bucharest, I think I've read some books about leadership. But you can imagine that in that time in Romania it was difficult to find mentors and to find good examples when you're so young and you don't have the necessary experience for this.
Definitely. Do you have a mentor as we speak now, if you brought it into... I'm curious.
I inspire myself a lot from business coach, mentors. I work with several.
Right.
They're my friends, so they're from my network. They're my friends. They're one call away. So yes, I think you need to find the right people to surround yourself. And I don't think that, it's normal to do it on money and to pay your mentor the necessary fee, or your coach or your therapist or whatever you do. But I think it's very important to choose your friends and network and business networks
strategically,
so they can help you grow together.
Going back a little bit to what you were sharing before, with the mentor side, I definitely think everyone needs a mentor if you want to grow as a human being and as a business professional, or you just need to have a mentor. So going back to the conversation about values, I really liked the fact that you identified that you could use that value about organization, about discipline, about leadership that came subconsciously to you, because I sense that a lot of times we are not aware of the values that we have because we're so used to what we have that we can't even identify these things as being values until someone comes and, takes you on the shoulder and tells you, hey, this thing about you is amazing. So it's a wonderful thing when we as humans, we can identify our values and especially monetize our values. I know as we speak, Bianca is on a mission to help us monetize our beauty and help us monetize who we are and our passions. Is there anything you want to share about this?
Yes, definitely. There's a trend in my inspiration messages about taking the best parts of yourself and putting them into a business so you can develop in life with from your own qualities. So basically I really love this trend about inspiring women to follow their dreams and to not to settle for less. And it's very important for them to know that they belong in leadership positions, they belong in management positions, they can have business, they can run business, they can have family, and my mission is to inspire them that they can do it all, even though society doesn't encourage them to do so. And I know that because I've also been in their shoes, and when I started the business, for instance, my mother told me, what are you going to do with your family? You're going to be away for so much time. How are you going to handle everything? It's not okay. Yeah, so basically when you want to do a step further, most of the time family will not support you, friends will not support you. It's a lot easier to hang out for a beer or a coffee with a friend than to have some extra hours to work on your business. Definitely. Or to spend that time reading a book, attending an online course, even going to a gym, yeah? So basically, everything that I'm talking about today, it's inspired from the expertise and from the moments I've spent in my life, yeah? Going back in time, maybe I regret spending time with unnecessary
it's a very beautiful way of
saying activities in my life, yeah, because people come and go. Sometimes you have to know who's the core persons that inspire you and support you and help you, and give your time to those people and to those activities that help you grow and support. It's very challenging to be in this area, but I think it is definitely worth it.
It is definitely worth it, yes. Right, the other day, I'm making like a little parenthesis right here, because the other day I've been going to the CrossFit training, and I received like a little magnet for the International Women's Day, and it was saying the same thing. Is it easy? No, but it's definitely worth it. It's always like that. It's always like that. The most important things for us, the ones that makes us more fulfilled, actually require a lot of work. So whatever you're doing, just hang in there, and don't let yourself be fooled by the beautiful things that you can do on the side. Just hang in there, because I promise you, we have examples here right in front of us that things are happening. You just need to hang in there. So,
you didn't ask me if it's about talent or if it's about hard work. That is a good question. Is it success about talent, or is it about hard work? And from my point of view, it is about hard work.
It is about hard work.
Yes, you can have all the talent in the world if you don't work with it, and you're not disciplined, organized, focused, and so on.
And it's funny.
Talent goes on the river.
Because the other day, as we were talking about Oprah, I have seen Lady Gaga talking on mental health with Oprah. Yeah. And at some point she was sharing, this is crazy. I really feel this because it's so intense and we so need this in our lives. So Lady Gaga was sharing, you have to be disciplined for passion. If you are passionate about something, that does not mean you will succeed. You have to put in the work. You have to be disciplined about this passion if you really want to monetize it. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a random passion. So I really loved to hear that because it really made me think. I really started to think and elaborate on it. She's right. She's so right.
Yes, definitely. To continue this, one of the mentors that I'm working in business, he had a holiday with his family for 2 months.
Right.
Basically, on social media, you could see that he is on holiday with his family. But in fact, he was half of the day in a hotel lobby, video calls, working. Yeah, the family was enjoying, and after the 4-8 hours of work, he was enjoying also the holiday, but he was working. And that's what I want to tell you. If you see somebody successful that is for a longer period on holiday, well, realize that he or she is working.
They're working, yeah.
They're working and they're disciplined.
Disciplined about their work.
It's very hard to stay disciplined while you're on holiday.
While you're on holiday, yeah.
Yeah, I always say that I will work for 2 hours when I'm on holiday, but I never get to work.
You never?
No, I never. Well, I can't be disciplined on holiday.
I think as we're speaking, right, we are in a full pandemic. We are, right, in these uncertain times. And I sense that more and more we are going towards a digital global revolution. This is And I'm speaking more about the fact that we can really work from anywhere in the world. And this, I mean, you're in business, you should even know more than I do. But I sense that now the competition is so big, and you can actually find work and you can find talent all over the world. And we can be anywhere and work for anywhere. And it's so easy to set up a company. In Romania's side, for example, I had a person that offered to be a mentor for me the other day at the phone. You pay 1% tax on revenue. And I'm like, that's wonderful. People all over the place, they know they have opportunities in Eastern Europe, and that's a fantastic thing. Mm-hmm. And I sense that more and more these things are going to move a little bit around. So I wonder what's your view on that?
Well, as everything in life, it's black and white, good and bad. Digital comes with a lot of opportunities, mm-hmm. Advantages and disadvantages. And totally. As long as you know how to climb the wave and stay on the wave, mm-hmm. it's amazing. I wouldn't be radical between digital or offline, analog or, yeah. I think they go along together. And I think it's very important, yeah, you can have Zoom calls, online calls and meetings, and now it's not so important to fly from a continent to another, from a country to another. But I still believe that personal touch, personal experience cannot be replaced by technology. Yeah, we changed our habit to buy. Yeah, we buy perfumes, we buy clothes, we buy food, we buy everything online. But the experience to go in a shop, to feel the scents, to
texture of things,
the texture, to try some clothes, and it's just another experience. Yeah, digital has the advantage of fast and doing things fast and finding things fast, but still sometimes you need to have the offline experience. Yeah. You can't walk in a forest watching your laptop. Yeah, you can't reproduce.
You can, and nowadays I sense that.
Well, ask your body if it's the same. If you replace it, it's not healthy. It's not mental health.
I totally agree with you, but it doesn't mean it's not possible. So I sense for you. I am aligned with what you're sharing, but the other day I have seen a friend of mine in Colorado, just been working in the forest from his laptop, and he's very excited about it because right now he can go snowboard and work from there, and then he can go do whatever experience he's looking into and work from there. So it's definitely happening, and I'm wondering if it's overwhelming at times to really try to be present for everything that digital means, because I sense that now with all this, this is really an e-renaissance, right? We are reinventing how we use technology, and it is overwhelming at times. You have to be present in so many ways, in so many places, on so many platforms. I think that without help, it's very difficult to be seen and heard.
Definitely. So basically what happened when the pandemic started was the fact that everybody realized that they should be online. Even mm-hmm. if we talk about persons, even if we talk about brands, they realized they should be 100% present online. Have a laptop, yes. Have a tablet, telephone, yeah?
Whatever it is, yeah.
So basically the time spent on devices exploded, yeah? Yes. What happened with the people was the fact that they were so overwhelmed by new info about the pandemics, new rules, job, homeschool, everything,
right.
that they started to spend so much time on devices. Right. Yeah, they didn't find in time the balance, their life balance, their personal life balance, to switch off the devices after 8 hours, after 10 hours, after 12 hours. So I was also in the same scenario, spending 14 to 16 hours a day on my laptop. And yes. That's insane, that's crazy, that's devastating your health. Yeah. So as much as we say digital gives you a lot of opportunities, it takes you, on the other hand, a lot of health. So basically, to all the people watching us and who are working online, please respect and follow the rules to have a break after 50 minutes, 10 minutes break.
Definitely.
Help your body keep the rhythm, yeah? Because if you do too much digital, all of a sudden, in 1 year you'll go nuts.
Yeah, you'll go nuts. This actually
Cancer,
reminds me.
too much stress, problems and diseases. So this is not okay. You have to know everything has a limit and a balance.
Definitely. Well, I just wanted to bring a completion on what you just shared, because I have seen an article from Daniel Goleman, and he was sharing about focus. He has recently wrote a book on focus, and he elaborates a lot how our main source of information, as digital per se in this case, is also the main source of distraction. And that is huge. In the moment when we realize that what gives us information, it also gives us distraction and actually keeps us away from what we want to have. Once we connect with this, it's just extremely important for the way we evolve to know, hey, this thing actually helps me, but also can very easily keep me away from what I want to achieve. So I am the one empowered to decide.
Well, you know, everybody's talking right now. If you read business magazines, they say, home office has optimized, and the efficiency of our team is amazing. And yes, there are good parts and there are some bad parts, but nobody made or wrote a study about the mental health of the employees that are staying home.
Oh my goodness, my favorite subject.
How many kilograms they've gained since they stay at home. The persons that fade on the street because they haven't been out for days because they were only online and Netflix, and we stay at home. And basically the problems that this pandemic generated, and we all say, let's see the good part. Well, there are a lot of bad parts because people don't know about healthy lifestyle, they don't know about balance, they don't know about mental balance, yeah? And there are lots of things, and lots of people are victims of the lack of education in this area. And it was a lot of pressure, and at the end of the day when I was wondering, okay, but who's taking this pressure from my shoulders out?
Yourself. Definitely. You arrived to this conclusion,
Yes,
I suppose, most definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
But I've had to learn. I've had to learn how to do it, and I think that's a continuous process for everyone.
It is.
Everyone, and even for those watching this, we have to reinvent
ourselves all the time.
Ourselves, our lifestyle, our agenda, our daily routine, and we have to be aware that we need to keep this in balance.
Definitely. I think for me it has a lot to do with unlearning, right? Because I've been away from Romania for such a long time, and I've been living in all these places, and most of the times I discovered how much I have to unlearn in order to relearn, right? There's just so much information that we can run at one time or in the same time, so you have to constantly let go of certain beliefs to be able to bring certain beliefs that eventually can help you grow.
There are some lessons I've learned since I was 20, very young, and lesson number 1 is keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Even though you think about your work,
right,
life.
Don't overthink, you mean? No.
Just keep it simple. And the best example is if you have a problem and you can't make your grandma understand it, or a 3 years kid understand it, then it's not simple. So everything you have in your mind, your grandma or a child should understand. So clean everything out,
right,
keep it simple, and have the basic decisions. Yeah?
Right.
Keep it simple. Keep your company simple, keep your tasks simple, keep your agenda as simple as possible, keep your closet as simple.
I'm working on this since years. I'm throwing away things like crazy, really. I'm throwing away things as I find them. Gone.
So think about it. Keep your house simple, and you know what happens when you have your house simple, your office simple.
Definitely.
Everything goes runs
I
a
love
lot.
this Asian, they're Asian, right? All this, I don't necessarily know how to call them. They have a strategic
Yes.
ways of sharing. When you clean everything around yourself, you
Yes.
also clean yourself internally.
Yes.
And that is
Yes.
wonderful because we can really help.
Maybe you can write it
ourselves.
in when you go in the morning in your bathroom and you have it written on the mirror. Keep it simple. Write
Keep
it
it
with
simple,
the lipstick.
yeah, just to
keep
keep
it
it-
simple. Just keep your mind simple.
Sometimes the way I do this and what I have discovered that in my case it works, because of course, if we didn't keep it simple until now, that means that it's not authentic to us. And if in my case, I know generally I overthink and I overcomplicate things, and I'm going towards perfection.
Just
and
call me.
It's just like
Just call me.
and when you realize that these things are not coming easy to you, what I do, and this is my technique, and probably it works for you or probably it doesn't. I'm going to share it anyway. What I actually do, I invent something. So if today something doesn't work for me and I want to act and to have a certain result, I put it in my mind, as Bianca shared, just write it on your mirror and keep it simple. Don't overthink, just keep it simple. The way I do it, I'm inventing a possibility for myself to keep it simple. And then the rest of the day, I am acting from that possibility and not from who I am. Because who I am, most of the times wants to have the comfort, because that's how our brain works. And then I'm inventing the possibility of being very understanding. And then I'm going through the day, and there are moments in which I'm rushed or I'm stressed or whatever it is. And then I decide, hey, I said that today I'm going to be understanding, so I'm acting from that possibility of understanding, and that's great. So
you just do it one step every day.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
you just have to realize and be aware of the concept, and then just try to use it 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, half of the day. And the second thing I've learned recently is about the time we spend being active. As I told you last night, I slept 5 hours. It's not an advice. This is not an advice. Basically, we should be active and passive in balance. So 12 hours active, 12 hours passive. And when I say passive, it's not you sleep for 12 hours, but you can read, relax, massage.
Well, it's the same strategy that says that the day has 24 hours and 8 are made for sleep, 8 for work, and 8 for recreation. Recreational whatever. Yes, you have to recreate yourself, however you organize that. You can work for 4 hours and have a break, or you can work for however you have to organize it in a way that works for you, but definitely you have to take recreational breaks, especially now with the pandemic. We really have to learn to get out of our house and be in the practice of taking regular walks. It is proven scientifically that walking actually helps you recreate your algorithm.
And if you're not that disciplined to walk every day, buy a dog.
Buy a dog,
Or
make it mandatory.
Or have a kid.
Or have a kid.
If you want to eat healthy, have a kid. You're going to be forced to eat healthy because you have a child to be a model and a role model for your child. So definitely you're going to start eating healthy. Yeah. So there are techniques that can help you keep balanced. And I think that the persons with family, kids, close friends had a better life in this pandemic, a lot better and balanced lifestyle than the single ones. And we know that the society tends to be single, solitary lifestyle. Yeah. So basically, that's not very healthy, not for our body, mind, soul, spirit. That's not
energy overall.
Energy. Yeah.
Now, Bianca, we are very close to an end, and I would like to know if there's anything that you would like to add for our audiences, if there is any advice, right? I started this conversation saying that if you're an entrepreneur or if you are on the way of becoming an entrepreneur, this is for you, because Bianca is very experienced and she has always valuable insights. I would like to know if there's anything that you would like to add to help people transitioning from becoming an employee to being an entrepreneur in this digital crazy space we live in.
I think if anyone is thinking right now to become an entrepreneur, they should do it. Definitely do it. First of all, you take a lot of risks. Second of all, you take a lot of responsibilities. But in the end, after all the struggle, I think you will realize that it is worth doing it.
Right.
And I think there's a misperception that we all have to be, all entrepreneurs should be successful. No, you make a business to generate money, to add value in the market, and it's like any other job. But you're an entrepreneur, you're a manager, you have a team, you develop new things.
Right.
And I think the market now has other needs. Businesses are closing because there are needed other business models in the modern new society. And yes, we will learn to do business differently, and we will learn to look at every penny we have, at every penny we spend. Not me, not you, all of us. We're going to look at it because all industries have been affected, and everybody is doing their best to keep the economy sustainable. I guess you saw that there are lots of unemployed persons.
Oh my goodness, I have seen the article that you have shared. No, it's even more. It's 140 million all over the world, and it is predicted from the World Economic Forum that is going to be, that's 140 million in 2020, and as it comes this year in 2021, it is predicted for another 100 million to lose their jobs around the world. This is insane numbers.
And most of them will be future entrepreneurs. They don't have to have businesses with 100 people, 100 employees.
Right.
They can be small businesses, small local businesses, and the new needs will be on the market right now.
Definitely. Well, I just want to add, because I have also read again an article from the World Economic Forum saying that you have to learn new skills. So even the people that did not lose their jobs, right now they need to learn social media management, they need to learn how to write, they need to learn storytelling, they need to learn how to create a graphic or to edit a video. These are new things that we have to have in our toolbox just in order to exist.
And you have to be disciplined and to be self-motivated to learn it at home. Internet provides you with a lot of free courses, and you can learn at home and then go for a job interview or a partnership and prove what you know. And you don't have an excuse at the moment that you don't have a job and you didn't have time or inspiration to Google it and learn it,
Right.
And I see lots of students, basically the young generation is the one with the most impact for unemployment because they don't have expertise, they didn't get the time to be employed and to lose their jobs, so they didn't have the time necessary.
We didn't see it coming. They didn't see it coming.
And they don't know.
We didn't sign up for it. Take it back.
And they don't know what to learn, and they don't know how to manage, what to do, and they're so young, and there's nobody out there to set a path for them, a professional path and career to tell them, okay, here are the opportunities. Do this, or this.
Right.
And it's very interesting because we say that, we have so many opportunities. Yeah, but somebody has to stand up
and
take the opportunity.
I have a philosophy about this. I have a perfect philosophy for this. Show up to show off. You have to show up in order for you to be seen or to do something. Just show up. Just show up. So it goes hand in hand with what you just shared.
Exactly, exactly. And if you stay on the couch and you dream about having a successful business or a rich husband or an amazing woman by your side, it's not going to happen. So the wishing and dreaming era, it's over. and it's time we do things for ourselves.
That's funny. So the law of attraction actually works, but you have to start moving. I mean, it requires action.
Definitely,
Amazing.
definitely. I love the law of attraction, and I think it's very good to know that where your mind stands is where your energy stands and your actions stand. If you have only your thoughts and energy, nothing will happen without action. So basically that's what I'm telling everyone, to keep watching your inspiring videos, because they are true stories, they are important info to know. But when you finish an interview and an episode, stand up and act.
Take some action, most definitely, because I think there's no personal development or professional development really without practice, right? I mean, you have to hit your head 1,000 times until you learn a lesson. If it would be just that easy, right, to learn something because someone else had an error or mistake. But yes, it requires action. Well, now, Bianca, on this positive note, is there anything else that we have to let our audience know before we'll make this come to an end?
There are so many laws, universal laws. That would be amazing sometime to record an episode about the universal laws. They're amazing and they work.
Tell me one. Tell our audience one.
Oh my God, I have so many.
The one that most impacts you.
The mirror, the law of the mirrors, yeah.
The mirror work.
No, the law of the mirrors.
Like mirroring people.
Yes, you are my mirror.
Goodness.
Yeah. So I see in you what is it in me, what it is in me. So basically, I've heard about it years ago, and I try to understand it. And only these days, I start understanding and being aware of what's happening inside of me when I interact with somebody. So I think about it a lot when I talk to my team, when I talk to my friends, and I'm wondering a lot, why did I choose these people to surround me? What are they trying to teach me every day, my kid and everybody? Yeah. So basically,
that's wonderful, and I'm happy you shared it.
I'm happy you're my mirror today.
I am happy you're my mirror every day.
Yes.
I mean, we spend so much time, and not necessarily together physically present in the same space, but we do spend time, and I'm happy that we have this opportunity. Oh, most
and
definitely.
And we will spend some time on Clubhouse, definitely. So follow Claudia or my
We're
account.
On Clubhouse.
Yes, and we will start sharing this kind of conversations, we hope, every day, every week.
We'll have weekly rooms in which we will talk about valuable insights, because I would keep this conversation going forever. I would stay awake. Even those 5 hours that you sleep per night, I would be awake, because I love being into these conversations. And when I chose my work, when I became an entrepreneur myself, I chose the conversations that I want to be in. And the conversations we're having today are definitely the conversations that I want to be in. And thank you so much for being here. And now Bianca and I would love to hear from you. So what are the most impactful 3 things that you have heard into these conversations? And make sure that you leave the comments below, and remember that this conversation will happen on ClaudiaMiclaus.com. Make sure you go and you subscribe on ClaudiaMiclaus.com. Bianca, thank you so much. I am most honored that you are here with me tonight. And remember, stay on your roller coaster until the ride ends, because great things need time to manifest. So be patient with yourself. This was Claudia and Bianca Grip, and I'll catch you next time here on Conversations with Claudia.